Welcome graduates to the graduation, CASA graduation, and welcome to any of your family and friends who are supporting you today on our live stream. So yeah, you've completed that our 5-week CASA training. And we've come to the start of your advocacy journey today. So it's a really exciting day. You're going to be sworn in by our judge and meeting our advocate supervisors, and you'll be matched to a child. So on behalf of the training team, I would like to thank you all so much for all of your time and effort that you've put in over the previous 5 weeks. 6 weeks it's come up to, and your continuing commitment to helping a young person. I really have really enjoyed getting to know my group and learning all about you, and I really appreciate all that you've shared with me during these past few weeks. So just a few things before we get started. If you just make sure that you keep your videos on throughout the graduation and keep yourself muted until directed by our judge to unmute. And if you're having any tech issues, if you're struggling to hear me or something's not working on your end, please do reach out to Taina. She's going to be here just helping with the tech side of things for today's ceremony. All right, so let's get started. We'll jump straight in, and I want to introduce our judge, Judge Bianco, who will be swearing you in today.
All right, thank you. Hi. Welcome to all of the CASA graduates, and congratulations on your accomplishment. And I just heard a little construction going on outside my chamber, so if it gets loud, I'm sorry, but hopefully that will not happen. But wanted to also say, just on behalf of the court, we really do appreciate all of the work that CASAs do and the commitment that you have. And I've seen firsthand some of the commitment level that we see in CASAs. There was a guy recently who was appointed a CASA to one of the kids in my cases, and he ended up having to move across the country. And yet from a distance of 22,000 miles, he chose to remain committed to this child and to continue to provide reports to the court. He appeared at least a couple of times remotely from back east, and I just thought that was really impressive. But he's not alone in his commitment. I've seen that, and other judges have seen that across the board, in terms of your willingness to devote your time and your energy and efforts to these kids. And it's something that we really, really do appreciate, because the information sometimes that you're able to provide to us is information that we're not getting from anywhere else. It's stuff that we don't see in the reports that DCFS is preparing. It's stuff that we don't get from Minors Council because they haven't been able to spend the same amount of time talking with their client that you might be able to. So it really is wonderful that you've all chosen this path, and I hope you enjoy it, and certainly know that you are greatly appreciated by all of us here in Children's Court and the dependency system. So without further ado, let me change the view on my screen so that I can see you all. There we go. And it looks like all of you have your video on. And now, if you could remain as silent as you can, but take yourselves off of mute, please. Regina, Shakeen. Oh, okay. I'm seeing now. All of the people I'm swearing in have taken themselves off of mute. We may have all the rest of the folks are observers. Okay, wonderful. So now, if you will just raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, Lila Cohan,
That was the messy part. Now the rest of it, you'll all be in unison and it will sound like perfection. Do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I will truly and faithfully perform
that I will truly and faithfully perform
the duties of court-appointed special advocate
the duties
duties
of
of
court-appointed
special
special
advocate
on all cases to which I am appointed,
on all cases
to which I am
appointed.
that I will do so according to law
that I will
Do
so
so according to
law
law
and the policies of CASA of Los Angeles,
and the policies of
CASA
CASA of Los Angeles.
and that I will always act
and that I will always
act
in the best interest of the child
in the best
best interest of the child
for whom I am appointed.
for whom I am
am
appointed.
appointed.
All right, thank you. You can lower your hands. And then you'll all be getting a written oath that you'll be expected to sign and signed on the bottom by me. Also, one other thing that I wanted to impress upon you is how seriously we take confidentiality in dependency cases. These cases are by law confidential. All of the information contained in the files, including the identity of the participants, is confidential and it's not to be shared with anyone. And we take this so seriously that not even other judges on our bench have access to these files. As dependency court judges, we have access to all of the cases here, but in other disciplines, criminal, family, civil, probate, traffic, all of the other judges, and there are roughly 600 of us in Los Angeles, none of them have access to these files, not even judges, because this information is just too confidential, too serious, too important for us to just have anyone having access to that without a need to know. So you too are expected to take confidentiality very seriously in this case. And I want to read to you the provisions that are expected of you, and then we'll take one more oath related to confidentiality. And here's what the oath, just got a memo that's, or a pop-up that said recording in progress. As court-appointed volunteers, you will have access to dependency court legal files and proceedings. As you know, these files and dependency court proceedings are confidential. You are charged with the responsibility of upholding the confidentiality of these cases. You're not to discuss these cases nor reveal the identity of these children with any persons other than those individuals who are rightfully involved in the case. This would include those court personnel, social workers, family members, attorneys, or other professionals assigned to the case. So one more time, if you could take yourselves off of mute and raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
to uphold the confidentiality of the information
to uphold the confidentiality of
information
contained in the legal files
contained in the legal
files
and all other case information
and all other case
information
that comes to my attention
that comes
to my attention
during the course of my work
during
the course of my work
as a court-appointed special advocate.
as a court-appointed
special
special
advocate.
All right, thank you. You can lower your hands and put yourselves back on mute. Thank you for that. And you'll also be signing that as well. Emily says, woohoo and congratulations.
Yay. Well, congratulations, everyone. Judge Bianco, are you okay to do our virtual handshakes with each?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. So Judge Bianco will read your name and just briefly chat with you.
All right, so if you could take yourself off of mute when I call your name, and I'll just ask you if there's anyone that you wanted to acknowledge. I know we have a lot of people observing today. So I'll just call your names in the order that they were given to me. Lila Cohen.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to Taina and Emily and everyone, and hell yeah, everyone at CASA.
Thank you, and good luck to you. And
Thank you.
I know that you're going to find this very rewarding.
Thank you so much.
Amber Eisenman.
Hello.
Hello. So is anyone watching you remotely?
My husband is watching, and I think my dad is also watching. So hello to them. And thank you for your time, and thank you to Taina and Emily for a great training.
Thank you. And it is a commitment too on the family members of the CASAs, because you go through the training and so you're away from your families and friends, and then you're working on these cases. And so it's a commitment for them too. And
Right.
so thanks to all of them. All right, congratulations, Amber.
Thank you.
Anwar Judah. Where is Anwar? You're on mute, I think, maybe.
Doesn't seem to be.
There you go. Maybe, no.
Oh.
Any chance, Anwar, that you know American Sign Language? Okay, well, I know that you probably have folks that have been supportive of you in this process as well, and that might even be watching you today, either in person or remotely. So on your behalf, thanks to all of those friends and family of Anwar who are supporting her in this effort. Sorry, we don't have audio for you.
It's working now, Judge. Just unmute Anwar. Try to speak now.
Hear me now?
You're good.
Okay, I had to switch for my phone. I'm sorry. This is going to not take long. I do have friends and family watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the trainers and to my fellow classmates who were really just a joy to get to know and learn and be around. So thank you.
All right, and thank you so much. Madeline McCuskey. Madeline?
Yes.
There you are. Hello, thank you.
Hi.
Anyone
thank
you wanted to give a shout out to?
Oh, all my friends and family that are here, and definitely classmates, as Anwar said, super smart, super helpful. Taina and Emily for all of your teaching and leading. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Candy Rennick.
That's me.
Hi, Candy.
Hi.
Who would you like to say hello to?
Well, certainly, again, Emily and Taina and Kayla and all of my classmates and just in general that this program exists. I feel like I've learned so much already and think it will be a continued learning process, and I look forward to that. So thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, I didn't participate this time in the training, but in prior classes, I've come and talked with folks, and it's really enjoyable to see all of you and to answer the questions that you have, which are so insightful and demonstrate that you all are taking this seriously and are committed to it. So again, just thank you all very much. And thank you, Candy. Janet Robertson.
Hi.
Hi
Just
there.
want to thank you for being here. And like everyone else, I'd like to thank our facilitators, Taina and Emily and oh gosh. Anyway, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. She was awesome.
There's too many.
And I also want to thank my family and friends for being here and all of my classmates. It was really awesome to share information with them, and I learned so much from everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Jennifer Connolly.
Hi,
Hi there.
thank you for being here. And my mom's watching, so thank her for her support. And then like everyone else, Emily and Taina for their teaching and guidance during this whole program. I learned a lot.
The CASA group is fantastic and we love them. Thank you, Jennifer. Steve Findley.
Hi there.
Hi, Steve. Who would you like to say hello to?
Well, I have one person watching my fiance Hyobin song, so thank you for supporting me, Hyobin. And of course, thank you to Emily and Taina and to yourself, Judge Bianco, for taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you. And congratulations on your marriage. When's the big date?
Not set yet.
All right, come on. Time's a ticking. Congratulations, though, on completing this program.
Thank you.
Starla Gales.
Hi, I don't have anybody watching, but I just wanted to thank everybody at CASA as well as my classmates. I've learned a lot from everybody and the care that everybody has. It's really
Thank you. And something that I always like to tell the classes when I speak to them is, you know, a lot of you may have had no prior experience with dependency or even court at all. I mean, maybe you had jury duty at some point in your life. Maybe you had to go pay a traffic ticket at some point in your life. Yes, on both of those for me. But don't be intimidated by the process, and certainly don't be intimidated by any of the bench officers before whom you appear, because you're on our side. We really appreciate your information, and do feel confident to speak up whenever you feel you need to on behalf of the kids that you're representing. A lot of times the information that you want to impart to the court is already contained in the report that you filed. But if there's more that's happened since you filed that report, or if there's just something else that you want to add, always feel free to speak up and know that you have a voice in the courtroom on behalf of the kids you're representing. So thank you, and thank you, Starla.
thank you.
Leah Gould.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hi. Anyone you wanted to give a shout out to?
Yes, my husband, Josh, possibly my kids, if they actually tuned in, and then, of course, my coworkers at CASA of Los Angeles.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I just wanted to say one other quick thing. Just wanted to thank Taina and Emily for the training, because it really not only is going to help me in a role as a CASA, but just in general. So it was really wonderful.
And what is it that you do for CASA?
I'm a grant writer.
A grant writer. Okay, wonderful. Ariel Lopez.
Hello.
Hi, Ariel. Who would you like to shout out to?
I would like to thank you for being here with us today and taking the time to swear us in, as well as thanking Emily and Taina for all the hours they also spent training us. And a quick shout out to all of my colleagues that were in the courses with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and for your commitment. OT Mosley Bremen.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you being here. I don't have anyone in particular watching, but I want to say thank you to everyone's family who is here watching and supporting all of us. Thank you. And if you know anybody who wants to join, tell them to join too. And I also want to say to Emily and Taina, wonderful training. I learned so much, and I'm excited to even learn more and expand my horizons with CASA.
Thank you so much. And you know, it's rarely, if ever, appropriate to comment on people's appearances, but I have to tell you, I love your glasses, and there's a reason for me pointing it out. You know, kids pick up on these things too. If there are little things about you, something you're wearing or something you say, they pick up on this stuff too, and they really remember it. In my courtroom, I have pictures across the wall of all of the attorneys in my courtroom. They're regularly assigned attorneys, and I ask them all to give me a photo of their pet. Most of them have dogs, some of them have other things. And I blew them up and I framed them, and they line the walls. And you just would not believe the smiles on kids' faces when they come into court. Just little things like that that can really make a difference in their day and the things that they remember. And when you're wearing these beautiful glasses and you go in and you talk to a kid, they're going to love it and they're going to remember it. So congratulations and good on you.
Thank you.
Okay. Chelsea Page.
Thank you, Judge. I obviously wanted to say thank you to Kayla, Emily, Taina for all of your time and your patience and all of the wisdom you've instilled into all of us. Also wanted to shout out to my grandparents who are watching, my parents, and all my friends and family. So thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thank you so much. Walker Quinn.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Anyone you want to give a shout out to? Why can't I see?
Yeah.
There you are. Okay.
I'm here. My family's out there watching. Julianne, Terry, I think my dad. So thank you for watching.
Thanks so much. You know, there's always a few guys in every class predominantly, I think women make up most of the CASA volunteers, but there is a good number of men as well. And that's important because sometimes, especially young boys, might just relate better in a particular situation to another male for whatever reason. And so it's so important that we have diversity in our CASA advocates in all of its forms, including gender. And so thank you, and to your other male colleagues for participating in this as well.
Thank you.
Brett Ragland, whose name I just love because, well, that's my name too.
Yes. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Who do you have to shout out to?
Just a quick thank you to my family for all their support thus far through the training and ongoing.
Thank you so much and for your commitment. Maria Rodarte.
Hello. I want to thank you. I want to thank the CASA group, Emily, Taina. Thank you for the training, for all the things that I learned. And I also want to thank my sister and my friends that are watching. Thank you for your support. And I'm really excited that it's graduation day.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone who's watching. And anybody who's ever appeared in my courtroom knows that I sometimes mangle people's names. And I'm going to do the best I possibly can right here. Sahar Sabani.
Thank you. That was actually great.
Okay, thank you.
I want to thank for sure my husband Sahab, who's watching, and my family from Canada are watching as well, and my co-workers. They've been a great support. The company I work with has been really supportive on what I'm doing, and I'm grateful for them. And also the CASA facilitators, for sure. We learned a lot during these trainings, and I'm really appreciative of that. And everyone in the class, we were all engaged, learning a lot from each other. So that was really amazing. And thank you, Judge, for you being here and taking your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And last but not least, Angela Guilfoyle.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi, I was in a different cohort, but I'm so happy to see that there is so many other volunteers this next round. Thank you so much, Judge, for being here, as well as Kayla, who was my facilitator a few months ago. And I'll thank my dog who's here watching me.
Except you have your background on soft focus, so we can't see your dog. We'd love to see your dog.
I know, she's sleeping.
Oh, okay. All right. The attorneys who appear in my courtroom, they sometimes have pets in the background intentionally, and other times just a stray cat happens to watch by, but it's all good.
Yeah, I love it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Emily, I think I got through the list.
Yeah, thank you so much again for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time. And hopefully we'll see you again soon at another graduation.
Thank you. And all of you are free to stop by anytime, Department 416 in Monterey Park. If you just have questions or you want to chat or you just want to maybe see what a courtroom looks like before you have to go in there for your first time, stop by anytime and say hello. It's really a pleasure having you on board. Take care.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so before we introduce you to your advocate supervisors, we have a few people within CASA who would like to congratulate you and welcome you to the team. So first up, we have Lynn Gabriel, who is our Chief Volunteer Officer.
Congratulations, everyone. This is a big deal, and I know that because I was a CASA for 10 years before coming to work here. So if you are completely overwhelmed right now and nervous about meeting your CASA youth and reading about them, that's developmentally appropriate. That's exactly where you should be. Our CEO, Charity Chandler Cole, could not be here today, so I want to welcome you on behalf of her. And I haven't done this in a while. I want to read a poem to you that was written by Mercedes Lowry, who at the time was a communications director with National CASA. And this poem was written many years ago, like 20 years ago, but it's still very relevant. And so I just wanted to read it to you. It's called The Advocate. And this is not about rescue, so as to feel good when the child lights up with a smile. This is not about the comfort of compassion. This is hard work, struggling with ripped families and children in clouds of pain, anger dancing around in their hearts in the turmoil of a world made crazy. This is caring, yes, but also what is just, what should be demanded. It takes love and a certain measure of courage, and in the simple act of person helping person, it becomes extraordinary. And I've got our CASA shirt on that shows you it is not, or you guys are not ordinary. You're extraordinary. And congratulations to all of you. I think this is so cool, and I can't wait to meet all of you in person. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks, Lynn. Okay, and next we have Angela Daltrey, who's with our recruitment and outreach.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations. You guys made it. You're a CASA. You're a part of the CASA family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we want you to invite other people to become part of the CASA family. Since you've graduated and you've been through the experience and you filled out the application, invite someone else to come along and do the application and go through the experience you have. We have wonderful things coming up. There are opportunities here for CASAs to participate in and learn more. CASA is an awesome organization. I am so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad you guys graduated. And we look for you to tell other people. If you need some assistance in telling other people, reach out to me. I'll put my information in the chat so I can let other people know about how wonderful CASA is and what we have to offer and how we help our children that are in the foster care system. So congratulations again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I will put my information in the chat and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for graduating.
Thanks, Angela. And next up, we have Marie Carpenter, our Chief Development Officer.
Hello, hi, everyone. Congratulations and happy graduation. So yes, my name is Marie. My team and I, we manage our fundraising and our marketing efforts for CASA. So as you may know, we are a nonprofit organization. 90% of our funding comes from private funders, individuals, foundations, other local businesses, and all of it is to support and sustain our advocacy, and so that we can continue to grow and serve more children in the system. So I'm just here to tell you a little bit more about our fundraising efforts and some of our events. So now that you're part of the CASA family. So as a volunteer, I ask you to be an advocate for the organization as a whole as well. So when you're out in the community or in your neighborhood, to keep your eyes out for any opportunities, any partnership opportunities that may help us lead us to more funding or more awareness around our work. So for instance, some of you may have heard of the restaurant Home State Kitchen or tacos. So they have, for the past year, have given us $1 of the sales of every taco sold, a banned taco actually. And it's been a year of this, and we have received, close to $40,000 from them. And this was because they heard about us. We would ask them for a gift card for our silent auction, and they would do that. And then when it came time to choosing a nonprofit organization in the LA area, they thought of us. And then it turned out they didn't even know, the owners didn't even know this. They presented it to their executive team, and the CFO's partner turned out he's a CASA volunteer, so they just never talked about it. But if he had, maybe it would have just, shortened that time for them to choose us as a beneficiary. Another fun one was 2 CASA volunteers. Their children go to a dance studio, and they have a concert every year. They choose a nonprofit. All the tickets go to this nonprofit, and these 2 volunteers told them about CASA, and guess what? We actually got $45,000 from the ticket sales from that one weekend of dancing, and I couldn't believe it. So that's what I ask you, when you're looking around or talking to people, if you just think about that, and it really just takes a simple introduction and I can do the rest. The other thing is, many companies have matching gift programs, so they may match your donation dollars, but they can also may be matching your volunteer hours. So just check in with the company that you work with and see if they do that, or maybe they like to sponsor events. We do have two of our own events that we put on. One is the Wine and Art event, which happens in the fall. It's fun. It's who doesn't like to eat and have beverages, but it's an art show as well, and all the art is donated by local artists. Some are really famous, some are emerging, and they all are sold, and all the benefits will go back to CASA. But right now we have our biggest event of the year coming up in just a 2.5 weeks since the gala, at the Beverly Hilton, and it raises about 10-15% of our revenue. And we're honoring longtime CASA volunteers, our LA Mayor Karen Bass for her work in Congress, for her work with the child welfare system. So if this is an event that is something that you like to know more about, please let me know. We are also always looking for volunteers. So you can volunteer for an event and actually enjoy some of that. So again, let me know. I'll put all of my info on the chat there. And one last final piece is that we're very active on social media. So we'll send out a photo of everyone here as you were sworn in. And if you wanted to share it on your social media, please do, and please tag us. I'll have all the handles on the chat as well. Thank you so much and welcome.
Thanks, Brie. I know you had a lot to get through there.
I'm sorry that was so long.
No, it's great. All right, and next we've got our Chief Program Officer, Mika Khan.
Thanks, Emily. Hi, everyone. Congratulations. We are so excited to have you be part of the amazing work that we do. It is definitely, it takes a very special person to choose to do this work and to come in with such authenticity and intentionality. And so we're so grateful that you've made it through training and that you're here with us. A lot of what my role consists of is I support our Director of Advocacy, Christy Brooks, and her department. She'll be talking to you in a little bit. I also oversee our specialized programs. So as you get matched with your young person, they may or may not have certain case characteristics, which we have specialized programs to provide you more support. So for instance, if you're working with a child 0 to 5, we have our early childhood program that provides you some support there. Our youth justice program provides support for any young people that may also have involvement in the juvenile justice system in addition to the child welfare system. And also our essential history program. I think we have at least one essential history graduate this time around, but as you're doing your own traditional advocacy, if you're interested in checking that out, we can also get you more information on that. The main thing that I want you all to know is that as you adjust to your cases and get to know what your young person needs, there are going to be needs for connection to services or supports. And we want to make sure that we can always get you as much information as possible. So as you're talking to your advocate supervisor, as you're learning about needs, if you identify a gap, maybe we don't have a good partnership to a developmental supportive service, let us know. We constantly try to create more direct partnerships with the organizations that regularly work with their young people so that our young people get speedier access to those services. So I will be putting my information in the chat, and if you ever think of anything that we can be doing to support you all as you navigate this amazing advocacy journey, always feel free to let us know, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Mika. And last but not least, I'm going to hand over to Christy Brooks, who is our Director of Advocacy.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations and welcome to CASA as a volunteer. My name is Christine Brooks. I'm the Director of Advocacy for CASA, and my department is your first step into your journey of being extraordinary in the lives of some of our young people. I would like to introduce to you today some of your advocate supervisors. So your advocate supervisors are going to be your go-to person. They are your support system. They are the start to your support system. They are who you go to for all your advice. They are who you go to for support. Anything you can think of, your advocate supervisor is going to be the person that you go to. After that, you're going to have an ATM or the manager. And then after the manager, you will have me. I too will also put my information in the chat, and you are free to contact me at any time with any questions that you may have, any concerns that you may have, to praise your advocate supervisors or the CASA program, whatever it is that you would like to do. We are always here to support. So again, I'd like to welcome you all and introduce to you some of your advocate supervisors. Okay. We have with us today Rita Renee, who is one of our newer advocate supervisors, but tons of experience in social services and brings a wealth of knowledge. So those of you who have her will be lucky to have her as your supervisor. We also have with us Kadria. Kadria also comes to us with tons of experience in social services and the mental health system. Shakeem comes with us and been with us for a while now with tons of experience here at CASA, a wealth of knowledge. We have Chelsea, who came all the way to CASA from New York with tons of excitement and experience to add to our program. We have Leslie. Leslie is in our AV area. Absolutely one of my favoriteest people in the world, comes with tons of experience and a wealth of knowledge. Katerina, I could sit here and talk all day about the staff and how great they are and how lucky you guys are to have them as your advocate supervisor, who comes with us with a wealth of knowledge as well. We have Kari, who is brand new to our team, but comes from a different CASA office. So is going to bring a new perspective and great new energy to our office. We have Regina, who comes to us with a ton of experience as well in social services. And we have Sylvia, who is going to be working with you if you have any cases working with any pregnant or parenting youth. She makes sure that there are baby baskets available, anything you can think of for those youth that need all of that support. So again, welcome to you all. I thank you so much for taking this journey and this step to be a part of this program and work with our youth and our team. And I look forward to meeting and speaking with you all.
Thanks, Christy. And we are coming to the end. I just want to congratulate you all again. And I really do want to, I know I've talked about this in my group a lot, but encourage you to stay connected with each other. You're all going to be going through the same process around the same time. You're going to have very similar feelings, anxieties, worries. But reach out to each other and connect. And obviously you'll be using your supervisor for advice and support also, but having others that are going through it, I found really helpful. So I really encourage you to do that. And then I just want to hand over to Taina, who was facilitating the other group, and a lot of my training group. I got the opportunity to meet her for 2 sessions. So Taina, did you want to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Emily. Thank you everyone for participating in these 5 weeks. It's been wonderful getting to know you all. And the great thing is that Emily was able to facilitate in my class, and then I was able to facilitate in Emily. So I know all of you, and Emily knows all of you as well. So it was really great. And Kayla was consistently our co-facilitator, and she was such a great support. Like, she helped with making sure you all got in. She made sure any questions that you had, if you're dealing with any anything in the room, anything was triggering in the room, she was there to help you. So Kayla was instrumental in being there for us, and we want to just honor her for sure for being part of the class. And there is a trainee as well who's graduating from our class. So congratulations, everyone. I just wanted to also remind you to take care of yourselves. In order to do that, you have to do the things that fill you up consistently. Spend time with your family, make sure to exercise, drink water, all the simple things, but also the things that really ground you, all the things that keep you going in a role that can be very complicated. The system is very broken. We've heard that before. But seeing it and being within it in a different role is more palpable than talking about it in training. So I want to encourage you all to continue learning, listen to your supervisors, rely on your supervisors, and rely on each other. And it's been a pleasure. Congratulations.
Thanks, Taina. Yeah, so that's it. We've wrapped up. So we're going to end the live stream. Thank you, family and friends who were able to view our ceremony. And we'll end the recording. And all right. Are we all good? Josh, Michael?